Hey guys, Cando here. As discussed before on the OEO page in different comments, I was going to make a quick little video regarding what I would pack on a typical day for Nightfall. If I get in, this would be my fourth Nightfall, I believe. So it'll be exciting. Um, so just wanted to kind of briefly go over what I generally pack again. So I normally have three different packages, if you will, packed up for the game. First being my Milsim bin, uh, literally just a box of airsoft gear, with PRZ being the location for Nightfall. I know the terrain, so it's roads. You can drive your gear all the way to your CP, so you don't have to lug everything out if necessarily. You can if you want, but if you have a wagon or whatever, it's a smooth road. So I don't generally try to pack like super light, but I just pack what I need. So I would generally have my Wilson bin at my CP for me. It acts as my tabletop for when I'm cooking stuff or making coffees or whatever. And then I would have like a little camper chair or whatever as well. I would not sit on my box. It breaks. I've done it before. You can get these boxes at Walmart or Home Depot. It's usually a big black bin with like the yellow tops. I get the one with the wheels because it has like a latching clasp. It's great for throwing in the back of a pickup truck and you have to worry about the lid flying off. Excuse me. Next, I normally have is a backpack, my rucksack, which I would use for my camping purposes if I'm by myself specifically. It carries my one-man tent and clothes, extra clothes, medical supplies and stuff like that. So that's my general camping for like the night before. I can have it with me at CP still because it's only a backpack. It's not a crazy big thing to carry with me. That's what I have. And then thirdly is my cooler for drinks the Friday night. If I decide to have a barbecue or something like that, I'll have my burgers and just kind of food to keep cool, as well as water bottles. I don't bring ice. What I would do is I would freeze like half a case of water bottles, and that would be my cold source. So then I can put other case of water in there, and that would keep everything cold, and then it doesn't get all wet and slimy sometimes. I don't know why that happens. Something leaks. I don't know. But I can post up, I don't know if it's going to be the whole image or in a corner or this corner or whatever have you. But I'll post up what I normally have as a as my checklist. I'll leave it up for a little bit just so everyone can actually like read it well. So again, I got my airsoft supplies. Again, this is generally when it's my wife and I playing together. Otherwise, I may not bring all of this stuff, as in like 2 rifles and 2 pistols and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Springer grenade, or Springer. Yeah, I guess that would be a Springer grenades. There's been times where I brought like a shotgun or bolt action to a game before. So again, we got the 2 rifles, 2 pistols, mags, BBs, green gas, batteries, Springer, chest rigs, battle belt, dead rags. That's a big one. Eye pro, more important. Mouth guard, pretty important as well. A helmet, it's good when I bonk my head all the time. Battery pack for the GoPro and GoPro if obviously you plan on making videos and all that kind of cool stuff. Again, that's just more of a personal option that I like to have. For food, you know, a couple MREs, or you can go to Canadian Tire, and for like maybe $10 or something like that a pop, you can get like a pasta dish or whatever they got there. They're pretty good. I had a couple of them. Definitely don't read their instructions to the letter, because I used 2 cups of water for their instant oatmeal, and I thought to myself, that's a lot of water. But then I was like, you know what? they're a reputable company. They know better than me. Sure enough, I put 2 cups of water in it, and I poured about a cup and a half out. And then I end up with tasteless oats. And if you were there that morning, I think it was Parabellum. I was so chapped. It was not a good time. So maybe try out the food before you bring it out, especially if it's your first time. But like I said, a couple MREs or instant meals, you just add some hot water. I usually have some Cliff Bars. I make coffee. That's a big one for me personally. I also make sure I have water, Gatorade. Dried fruit is really good snacks, or like peanuts if you're not allergic, or sorry, cashews preferably. And then some fruit cups, and meats is kind of general. Just get some salty protein like beef jerkies, hot rods, stuff like that. And then obviously we need some cooking supplies for that. So I got my pot, a jet boil, mug, and cutlery kit. Just you can go again to like Canadian Tire or Mountain Warehouse or something and get a little cook kit. That's how I got mine. You can go very inexpensive, but you can also go super expensive for going for like the name brands like Jetboil. I use an MSR burner myself, but that's just me. And then for clothes, it's kind of 50-50 at this point when it rains. So I generally kind of keep this list of clothes for about every single game that I do go to. Always bring a jacket because you never know. If it's in the middle of summer, I'll have a combat shirt as well as a t-shirt. Pretty big importance there, because when it's blistering hot out and you're sweating consistently, yeah, you want to wear like least amount of clothes or whatever, but then once the sun sets, that is the time roughly that you want to switch your clothes to something dry. Maybe put on like a thermal underlayer to keep warm, because it can get cold at night. Sure, it's only like 20 degrees, but you can get like the chills and hypothermias and stuff like that. It happens. So definitely make sure they have layers for the nighttime, no matter what the weather is. So yeah, combat shirt with a t-shirt. Combat pants, I generally keep the same pair of pants on the whole time. That doesn't really change for me. Some people like to have 2 pairs of pants. I'll generally have an extra pair in the car. Again, if I really need to get an extra pair of pants, it's no trouble at all just to step off the field for that 10 minutes. Obviously I need some footwear, so I normally wear Otama boots. I'm in the market looking for something else. A couple pairs of socks, a couple pairs of underwear. I personally wear the Sax underwear, SAAX or SAXX, whatever. Generally wear those. Ever since I put those on, I've never had to use Gold Bond, so maybe try it out again, because they're great. And then generally the clothes that I wear to the game, I'll also use to wear home. Some people like to wear fresher clothes or whatever. I'm already disgusting. Literally wearing clothes that I wore the day before feels clean enough for me. And of course, flip-flops, Crocs, they're super comfortable. And then when we get to toiletries, just because the porta potty has toilet paper doesn't mean it's nice. But yeah, usually have my toothbrush, toothpaste, baby wipes, huge on the baby wipes, deodorant because you don't want to smell bad, hand sanitizer, huge, especially during COVID times. I went through so much of that this past year. Sunscreen is a huge one. No one ever thinks about sunscreen. That's a big one as well. Bug spray as well. Both, just layer them up. It's great. And TP for toilet paper. Then we got miscellaneous for drinks for the Friday night, because we like to have a few bevies. And it's also nice to enjoy a drink after the game. And then I got my tent, sleeping bag, and cots. So if I am traveling with my wife, I would have our tent that we use for our family camping trips, which has room for cots and all that good stuff. A thing that I did forget to put down is hats like a boonie or a baseball cap or something like that, just to keep the sun off of you as best as you can. And when you do come back from, you know, your mission or whatever, and you're redeploying, don't be afraid to take your hat off, because the hat's all, because you lose a lot of heat goes through your head, right? Like, I clearly have a mop going on, but a lot of heat goes through your head. So if you have a hat on all the time, like a boonie, sure, it's got the little holes, but that's off to the sides. The heat goes straight up, right? So taking your hat off while in CP is a good chance to get it fresh air and literally vent all the heat off of you. I did that last year and it was a fantastic process. I also had one of those cooling towels that I got from work, where you get them a little damp and you give it a little shake, and it takes away all the heat and emits a little bit of a cool temperature. That's kind of it. Nothing too crazy fancy name brand dropping or anything like that. I hope this worked out for you guys. If you really want like a actual digital copy of this, I could probably send it to you. I don't know. But it's in the video. Feel free to screenshot it and write down this kind of stuff. Again, this is a personal preference type of video, right? Like, watch this one, watch other ones. I know big names like Robo Murray has a cool like how-to pack and stuff like that. It's all over YouTube. This is kind of the general, like, what I've grabbed over the years and has turned out to work for me. So till then, have a great day. It is Saturday, so hopefully I can get this posted up tonight as well. If not, it'll show up later, because I don't know, deal with it, I guess. Till then, have a great fucking day, guys, and talk to you later.